I would like to invite Rahul Sarkar for our last but not the least speaker, and he's really excited for his session now. So his session is on how to generate the right kind of leads that convert for your service-based business. So let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you.
Hello, Ahmedabad. How are you? Are you all tired? Excited? Excited? I cannot hear you. Good. Okay. So my name is Rahul Sarkar, and today we will be discussing about lead generation techniques, specifically for product and service-based businesses. So let me start by asking, how many of you are into the business of selling services or product? Okay, that's a good number of people. And most probably, it's very important for you to generate leads, right? Great. So today, I will be covering few known points, which are very traditional, which we always use. And also, I will be covering few things which we already are aware of it. We know how to do it, but we don't do it. We don't bother to do it. So that thing is classified as not so traditional strategies. Okay, so you already been through this. Okay, so what's inside? We will be talking about lead generation, few strategies, and we will be covering a lead generation flow, and we will end with a Q&A and maybe with an activity if you have some time. Okay, so what are the challenges that we as a service or a product-based business have in real time? First and foremost, generating a lot of leads, right? We all get huge number of leads if we run a campaign properly, but the question is how many of them are relevant, how many of them are actually that is getting converted. And next, again, converting into a lead, and also at the end, maybe we are having good number of leads, those are getting converted, but are we calculating the ROI, return on investment? So all those three challenges we need to address and understand to take our business to the next level. Okay, so what is lead generation? Can anyone tell me what is lead generation? Anyone? Okay, so let me tell you, it's very simple. You have a website or you have a platform where you offer something, and people who want to get the product or the service, they simply fill up their information and you get the confirmation, and that's how things go forward. Okay, so why lead generation is very important? Because lead generation is directly proportionate to your sales, and if you are making more sales, that means you are making more money, your company is growing, so that's a good thing to have, right? Okay, so where we generally focus? We focus mainly on getting more leads. But as I mentioned before, are those leads relevant? Are those leads are something that have a genuine requirement? What is the freshness of that lead? We don't really concentrate on that. But my suggestion is that we should always focus on getting more relevant leads. It's better to have 10 leads than 100 irrelevant leads. So let's understand what we mean by the right kind of leads. So as my session is generating the right kind of leads, so basically let's first understand what do we mean about generating the right kind of leads. So right kind of lead means a lead that is targeted. For example, if I'm selling a web development services and I'm getting a lead for app development, that is not going to work out unless and until I don't offer the same services. So it should be highly targeted, and I should know whom I'm targeting, and so that I can offer them the right product or services that they need. And again, lot of us, we focus on generating lead. We run random campaigns, but we fail to understand that also the customer, once they make a decision, they need to know your brand. They need to know whom they are dealing with. So it's better that you tell the customers that, okay, this is the service or the product that we are offering, and this is the brand you are dealing with, and we are all human beings. So it's better that you interact with the customer as much as possible. Don't just be a website, be a human being. Okay, so there is a misconception about marketing. So when someone talks about marketing, we think, okay, so it's all about showing our product and asking that, hey, are you going to buy my product? Do you want this? Do you want that? But the actual thing, what I think, it's about solving a problem. It's about providing a value. And it's about offer the right solution. So if someone like when a website development client comes to us, what we sell? Do we sell them a bunch of codes with some database and all? Exactly no. If we just think it in this way, a website is a face of your company. So next time when we approach a client, we can just simply say that it will be an online presence, it will be an online phase of your company, it will be an online machine, lead generation machine that is working for you 24 hours, round the clock. So that's how we can implement on value proposition. And to be very honest, value proposition is one of the key things that any client or any prospect keeps or they look for once they make a decision. Okay, like I mentioned before, like the whole strategies has been divided into two sections. One is traditional, one is non-traditional. So let's start with traditional ones. Basic research and create. So this means the content that we're creating, are we doing enough research work before creating the content? If I'm asking my content writer that please give me an article about XYZ topic, are we checking ourselves that is there a requirement of XYZ topic? Are we asking them, or why are we asking them to write a content on that? What is the need for that? Is that still a relevant content? So we should always do a basic research before actually going ahead and creating contents. And complete keyword research is important. And also then most important thing is to understand what your competitors are doing. Like I can say like, if I'm running a website development business, whatever keywords that Google Keyword Planner is suggesting, that are fine. But apart from that, we also need to keep in mind what the audience or the visitors are searching. So, we should not always be depending on Google Keyword Planner or any other tools. We should always think that if I am a visitor, how I am going to search it on Google. So that is again a very important thing, that we should always build or market the product keeping in mind that we are targeting human being, not Google, not Bing or any other platform. So there should be a human figure in all the strategies, in all the projects, in all the marketing campaigns that we do. And a lot of people say that there are a lot of shortcuts. But it's best that we always follow our base strategies. Because even if you take a shortcut today or tomorrow, you will have to face the consequences. There is no shortcut for success. Again, branding is again a very key part of any company. Because if you are a brand, people recognize you, and that helps in making a right decision. So it's better that you be active in all the social medias. You take participation in all the events that is happening here. You do all kind of activities, both online and offline. So people know the face behind the company. So it's not only about like I put a logo, I put a banner, I put this, and bam, my marketing branding is done. It doesn't work that way. People trust human being. So there should be a human being face of the company. Now, a few technical things like, we are publishing an article, and then we sometimes don't check whether the article has been crawled or not. Whether Google is, if you search it on Google, whether you're getting the article or not. So crawling, mobile responsiveness, speed load times. I think first two sessions we have regarding AMP, PWA. So those things again helps a lot in optimizing your mobile platforms. So I'm not going deep into all those things because these are mostly known to each and everyone. And next is a content distribution. Now, while working on social media, how do you understand that if my content has been loved by people or not? We all count on number of likes that we get. But the best strategy to follow is how many shares you are getting. Because if you're sharing a content, that means that person finds a value on it that is worth sharing. So your understanding should be in such a way that how many shares I am getting and how many comments I am getting, and the last thing that you should be concentrating is how many likes I am getting on the particular post. And email automation. I think Arun mentioned about automation. So I want to add email automation again is playing a very important role. It's very simple. Like for example, you have a lead generation form where you collect the information. Then you can put them into an email automation channel where you can first send them an introduction mail. Then on the second day or third day, you can send them some value addition, maybe some blogs, content, or even you can invite them for an exclusive private webinar. Now, why I'm saying exclusive private webinar? Now, I can tell each and everyone that all of us love exclusivity. Like if I tell you that I'm going to give you this particular pen and it is exclusively available just for you, it will make you feel proud. It will make you feel unique. It shows that I, as a human being, value you. So it's better that you invite them on an exclusive sessions, so that again, help them to make a decision. So again, like I was telling about the automation, maybe on the third day or the fourth day, you can again give them some text content or maybe some video. And on the fourth day, you can just pitch in your services. Maybe highlighting the problem that they're having and then pitch in your services that, hey, you might be facing this problem and this could be a probable solution. So that's how if you keep the series, then that is much more easier and you don't need to, push it that hard. And if they have understood like what exactly is going on and what problem they are facing and what value addition you are giving, then definitely the chances of getting the conversion is very, very high. Another thing is push notification. Now you might have noticed that if you go to a website, you see on the top that do you allow this particular website to send you a notification, right? And most of the cases, like if I'm on a mobile devices or maybe even on desktop, we hardly don't care. We just always click on yes, right? Most of us does. So that is one way giving the admin the authorization that you can send me the notifications. So next time when you publish an offer, maybe next time when you publish a new blog post or any social activities, you can just use that push notification feature, and that is a very easy way to reach them. And the best part is that sometimes the same thing gets synced on your phone. So if you're on your mobile devices, the notifications are also going to your mobile devices. So you are targeting both desktop as well as mobile audiences. Okay, so brand presence, again, like I mentioned that we need to be available in all the platforms because nowadays, even our moms, our dads are on Facebook. So they are much more active for us than us. So it's better that we take our brand to the social platforms. And another thing I would suggest is like if you're on Twitter or maybe Quora or maybe other platforms where there is a broad way of interacting with the users, use that as your customer service platform. Like if your user have a problem and they talks about it, go ahead and help them out. Even if your competitors have competitors client have a problem, and if your competitor is not responding, you can just simply go ahead and provide a solution and just leave that. Don't pitch in. Just provide a solution. If the solution helps, I can tell you that quite a number of customers will actually go ahead and help you out, actually get in touch with you that, hey, I want to take a support from you. I want to take a service from you. So that can be done, but don't pitch in because that looks very odd. And another best practice I would be talking about mainly that is the hashtag game. Now, hashtag for us, like, a lot of people think, okay, like we add a lot of hashtags. But what is the use of having a hashtag? It's basically categorizing a content into a particular category. Like if you are like today, if you're tweeting on Twitter about WCAhmedabad, what are we using? Hashtag WCAhmedabad. Why are we not using hashtag something else? Maybe some other WordCamp. Why are we not doing it? Because the post is particularly characterized or the post is related to WCAhmedabad, right? So once you are doing your social promotion, try to have your own hashtag. So that actually helps to generate that buzz. So next time when your customer maybe maybe use a hashtag like ask xyz.com, maybe your brand name. So you can use those kind of things so that you exactly know, or you can categorize those tweets and it helps to reach you out to them. Okay. Okay. Another most important thing is to have a remarketing and retargeting things for all our marketing needs. So can anybody tell me what is remarketing or retargeting? Yes, sir. Okay. So it's basically it's one of the way, like if someone comes to your website, don't do any activities and leave. That means if it's a paid campaign or even if it's a free campaign, then we are just not utilizing that particular traffic. So best way to use those visitors who are not doing any relevant activities is to retarget them. There are certain campaigns that you can run on Facebook and other social media campaigns, also in Google Display, where you can just run a campaign based on the people who visited your website and haven't done a particular activity. And the good example is if you go to any commerce website, and just put some product on the cart or browse some product and just exit out. You just close the browser. So next time when you are into social media or some other website, you will see that kind of products or that kind of services that you have checked out. It is just kind of following you. How many of you seen the Vodafone ad that that dog follows everywhere? So it's more or less like that. So don't let your visitors go away without any activities. So even if they are not doing any activities on the first time, just retarget them, try to remarket them, and if they turn up, that's a win-win situation, right? Because anyways they are going to leave. So if you can get few from there, that's an extra benefit that you can make out. Now another thing, let's come to the non-traditional section. What is gated content? Anyone have an idea what is gated content? Yes, sir? Correct. As sir mentioned, so gated content can be in form of ebook, can be in form of blog, maybe in form of short tutorials. So in order to access them, you just simply need to put down your phone and email address, and that's a lead generated. You can just put the name and name and email address into an email automation and go and nurture the lead. So this is a good example of gated content. So this has been a part of a website where in between the blog, they have a section like this where they are inviting you to download an ebook. So this can be implemented in all of our website, both in the blog section, even in the service section, even in the resource page. So this is a good example that we can follow in our business website. Now webinars. How many of you know about webinars, or how many of you, you all attended webinars anytime? Now, what is the best thing you know about, you liked about webinars? Why did you attend the webinars? Was that a free webinar or a paid webinar? Free, right? Okay. Now the most important thing is webinars is a very good platform where you can interact with a bunch of prospects. Like if I'm providing a service and I'm running a webinar, I'm running a particular campaign to ask people to sign up. For example, I can run a campaign asking people to sign up for a webinar where I will teach them how to generate leads. Or maybe where I can show them how to run a AdWords campaign. Maybe any kind of topic there. So the best thing about that is people are interested in value. They are not interested to buy product or services. They will only buy when they can find a value, or when they see that, okay, I have this particular challenges or problem and this particular product or services can solve that. So webinar is a very good option to showcase that, you are an expert who is there to help them out and teach them the process. And apart from that, it's a very good way of generating good amount of video contents. I think every one of us will agree that nowadays, video is the only content that is getting the maximum coverage. If you are running ads, just any kind of promotion, we all focus on video because people love to watch videos. So if you are doing a webinar, then automatically you are making a content. So you can later use that. And also process where you can use the same content again and again and just put a timer, and the webinar will technically start in every 30 minutes and you don't even need to be around. So in return, you can simply automate the whole lead generation process using webinars. Run a campaign, ask people to sign up. The webinar is already automated. You have all the details. So once the webinar is over, just send them an email, and then you have the email sequence and follow up. So you can you can say you are automating this whole lead generation process. This webinar thing I personally try, and it is of very high conversion. Okay, so next is host a giveaway. Again, it's nothing to explain much. We all love getting gifts. So for a brand, even in WhatCamps, we give gifts. So it's basically a kind of giveaway where indirectly we are promoting the companies who are offering us, or who are showcasing their product or services. So giveaway really works a lot it is a very helpful thing in branding. So this is again a classic example of giveaways that has been done on Instagram, where you can see like it's asking people to follow, then like the post and comment on the comment their size. So basically, you are doing 3 action just to participate on that on this particular giveaway. So that means it's very easy, or it's like this particular post to go viral. It's not that tough because every people are engaging, every people are sharing, every people is interacting with the content. So this is one way you can just create a buzz. Okay, next is referral. Like referral again is something that is, I think not something that, we generally talk about. But at the end of the day, if my friend suggests something, I would consider thinking about that product or service couple of times. So what we can do is we can engage our existing customers and ask them for referrals. Now there are a lot of ways we can do it. Maybe we can implement gamification. Like if anyone is using Zoho services, they have a process of gamifying the referral program. Like if you refer this person, number of people, then you will be getting this. If you refer this kind number of people, you will be getting this. So it's a similar thing we can use with our customers as well. So referral is something that is undoubtedly one of the best players. Again, word of mouth. Like if you see something online, it's good. But if you see your friends talking about or a person you admire, he's talking about the particular product or the services, then again it works like charm. And next is networking again, because lastly, the most important thing, the best place to get a good number of leads is networking. When you interact with people, you know what they're thinking, you are interacting with the person. So that's like a good way you understand the human being, like what is going on, what is that person is thinking. And if you see that, okay, so this is a place where my product or service can be a good fit, you can just go ahead and pitch in the product. Or maybe, you take some time, let him know about the value proposition and then pitch in your services. So networking again is one of the best way to generate more leads. Okay, now let's talk about lead generation flow. So this is a funnel that I use in most of our advertisement campaigns. So first is to attract and engage the customer. That is using social media, blog, or other video contents that we create. So that using that we website or platforms and ask and help them to interact. So if someone is coming to my website and maybe writing comments, so that's the way I go ahead, understand that, okay, this particular blog or piece of information is useful. Then comes capturing the lead. Now that I have people coming to my website, now I need to monetize that particular visitor, right? So one of the ways to capture the lead. Maybe using a gated content or maybe some other form, what we can do is we can ask their information. Or in simple way, we can just say that, we are offering free consultation, or we are running away free giveaway, or maybe a free trial or something like that. So that can be used to capture that particular. And next, nurturing the lead. Once we get a lead, that doesn't mean that, I get a lead and next minute I call up the person and say, hey, you got your information, now buy my product. Never do that. Try to nurture the product. Now, if a person coming to your website and that I want to buy the product, then you don't need to nurture that lead. That time it's an easy sell. But in most cases, when someone is coming to your website and showing their interest, it's better that you nurture the lead a bit. Tell them about try to know more about them, and then provide your value proposition, like how you can solve a particular problem or how you can help them out. Then you can pitch in your services. That is a better. The chance of conversion will increase a lot on that. Finally, in the next step after the nurturing of the lead is pitching your services. And once the sale is done, once you start working on it, the most important thing is build a relationship with the client and upsell. And that is only possible if you're doing a great job and if your customers are happy and satisfied. That's the place where you can go ahead and ask the client to, to buy another services. Maybe you're offering website development, maybe you can pitch in your app, maybe you can pitch in digital marketing services, maybe some other services. So that's only possible when you are providing a great services. So lastly, before I conclude, before I end the session, I just want to tell you one thing. There's always focus on giving back. The more you give, the better brand presence you will be having. The people will trust you more. So what I personally practice is give, and then pitch and convert. Because as a human being, we always have a tendency that we don't. If we receive something, we be privileged to that particular person. Okay, he gave me that thing. Okay, he gave me that opportunity. Or okay, he gave me that information. So in a way, they will also try to give you back. So that is the place like you can pitch your product or services, and they would happily be converting into a customer. Okay, lastly, no marketing strategies is perfect. It's all trial and error. So keep experimenting. Okay, I think I'm up with time, right? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll make the announcement now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to make an announcement before I leave the stage. That is, I'm part of Kolkata WordPress community, and we are having our WordCamp on 22nd March. So I would invite all of you to come and join us. And also, we are having a small coupon that you can use to buy your tickets, and it's available till tomorrow midnight. The code is WCAhmedabad. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Rahul, for sharing a great speech. And for as a thanking note, we would like to give you a certificate of appreciation. Please, Ronak Ganatra. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.